Like most of you, I've been anxiously waiting the last few weeks for Outpost Rush to go live. And without much warning, in fact, there wasn't any warning, we got a tweet from Amazon stating, hey, everybody, Outpost Rush is turned on. It's live. Go at it. So we all dropped everything we were doing and ran right for the queue and signed up. Now, we only got about 2.5, 3 hours of Outpost Rush in, and then they turned it off again because it seems like most things in this game, there's bugs or glitches or whatever. They turned it off. But we got some good footage, got a chance to really test out a bunch of the mechanics, and I'm able to bring you guys a video to show you what it is, even though we don't have it right now, but hopefully we get it back soon. Now, don't get me wrong, this is definitely a honeymoon experience. Everything was new, fresh, and a ton of fun. It wasn't without its bugs, but this is New World again we're talking about, so it's not like anything really new. And none of them were game-breaking, at least for us. We made sure to try out everything we could, and I was able to get a ton of vid footage so that I could show everyone who missed out what it is, how it works, and what to expect once they do turn it back on. So here's how it works. When you want to join Outpost Rush, you just go to a faction NPC in any town or outpost up north. Click on Join Outpost Rush, and then join as a solo or join with a group. Now keep in mind, you have to be level 60 to do this. Once you click on this, this will put your whole group in the queue, regardless of their location. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you can't have an upcoming invasion or war within the next hour you're signed up for. It won't let you in unless you leave that sign up. Once signed up, you'll see a queue at the top right with an elapsed timer. We saw queue times from between 5 and 15 minutes, but we also had 4 wars, 2 invasions on that same day. Folks were really busy doing other things, and it's not like Amazon had let people know that it was going to go live. Now, when you queue, you can end up fighting not only people from your own faction, but people from your own company. Our first battle split our company up onto both sides, and it was actually a lot of fun fighting each other and testing out our skills. So, once you start, teams are on 2 sides of the map in their own forts. There are 3 outposts you can capture. These are called Sun, Moon, and Star. Sun provides a great center point with the most control over the map, but you can't respawn there. Respawns are limited to Moon and Star, and only once you build a protection shrine in each. These protection shrines will also prevent the opposing team from capturing the fort until they destroy the shrine, which keeps small raiding parties from being able to topple your forts and flip the points. Now, for building stuff in bases, there are 4 resources on the map: Azoth, wood, ore, and hide. Different things require different materials. For example, the protection ward requires hide and ore, but the gates require wood and ore. And the repeaters on top of the fort walls need wood and hide. You have siege equipment, the command post, and several other things you can spend resources on inside the fort. As far as Azoth, this is spent in the armory. You can buy things like summoning stones, which are used to summon bears to fight for your side, food that gives you more damage or movement speed, potions, powder kegs. You can also share resources, as each fort has a storage, so you can pool resources and build up pieces as you get enough to do it. Just be careful, because if the other team flips the fort and there's resources in that storage, they get them as well. On top of that, when you kill players, they will drop any resources they have. So check for resources they drop, because you could end up with a ton that you can bring back and upgrade your base. Now, you get these resources around the map just like you do in the game. The lumber comes from the trees that look like wordwood trees. The ore comes from wood that looks like star metal ore, and hide comes from any of the animals you can kill. Most of the mobs out there drop Azoth, so that's your source for that. After that, you have 2 boss areas of sorts that give huge buffs or summoned creatures. Baroness is a ghost on this side of the map. Once killed, you get a defensive buff, and it locks the enemy team's points for 3 minutes. They won't earn any points regardless of how many bases they have or kills they get. The other side is a corrupted portal. Over here, you can spend 500 Azoth to buy a summoning stone that summons one of the corrupted brutes. These guys are big, they hit hard, they have a ton of health, and they're really hard to fight against. Aside from all that, it's just like any other domination and FPS game. You get points for your score by holding these different forts and for kills. Right now, in my opinion, the game mode is a little too fast. There is little use for upgrading forts or spending too much time on resources. As you get so many points from capturing points and kills, it just rolls the match in like 20-25 minutes. So hopefully when they bring it back and it's up and running, that'll get tuned a little, make the matches a little longer, and the forts and resources a little more meaningful. The PvP was fast-paced, you could get back into action fast, and the lag was only mildly annoying, especially compared to wars. The rewards are pretty good too. I was receiving 250 Azoth, 360 gold coins, and a really good chest that dropped level 60 items that looked like they were pushing up my watermark. We never actually lost a round, so I'm not totally sure what the rewards are at the end for the lost side, but if it falls like invasions or wars, there's still a reward for those people too. Overall, the experience was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to them turning this back on, and you should too. And it's a good goal to push to 60, especially if you're more of a solo player, because you can get right into these matches, have some fun with PvP, and not worry about the politics of big companies picking you for wars or the constantly getting booted from invasions. So like you, I'll keep my fingers crossed, and we'll hope they get turned back on soon. That's pretty much it for the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the new world.